Hello, everybody. We're back with Season 2, Episode 2 of Titan Talk now. This is the second year we're doing it, so if you guys are listening, thank you very much. First couple episodes this year, I think we're going to stick with the whole 8th grader vibe. These guys are on their way out. Believe it or not, it's already second quarter, boys. It's already second quarter. You guys are getting very, very, very close to high school. We'll maybe talk about that in a little bit. But I have 3 8th graders with me right now. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. And then again, guys, wherever the conversation goes, it goes. We have a little bit of like an idea of some of the topics we'll talk about, but we don't really ever know where the conversation will go. That's part of the fun. So let's get introductions done. Let's jump into the conversation. Let's hear a little bit about who you guys are, what you guys do. We'll see what we end up talking about. So I'm going to go backwards with what I said I was going to do. I'm going to start on my right instead of starting on my left. On my right, who is sitting right next to me?
Yeah, my name is Anish.
That's Anish, up in 8th grade, across the table from me.
Yo, I'm Connor.
Connor, and to my left.
Yo, it's Ayaan.
Beautiful. So we have 3 8th grade boys. Ayaan's doing a cringeworthy Fortnite dance as we sit here right now with the L on his forehead. All right, so boys, I usually start the conversation the same way just to get an idea of like why this is the group that's sitting at the table right now. I gave this slip to you, Connor. I don't even remember how long ago, but I was kind of finding a couple of people that I knew from last year who I felt would be nice to kind of hang out and talk with. Your name popped into my head. I gave you the slip. You threw down Anish and Ayaan. So I'm assuming this is a friend group. I'm assuming this is cool. How long have you guys known each other? Do you hang out outside of school? Is it just a school-based friendship? Like, give me some deets on how this became a thing.
So I knew Ayaan for a lot longer. I knew you since like first grade.
Second grade.
Okay, so this goes way past
Second
TOR.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I've only known Anish since last year.
Yeah, last year.
I went to a different elementary school.
Yeah.
That's
Algebra.
Okay, so what you guys meet in second grade?
Yeah.
Are you friends in second grade, or you just kind of know each other in second
No,
grade?
Yeah, we're friends.
Oh, nice. So this is a long time friendship. What elementary school?
Northeast Elementary.
Northeast Elementary. Nice. And then Anish gets picked up last year.
Yeah, we
and I
kind
hear
of meet him through algebra.
algebra. Nice. That's what I was
Yeah.
going to ask. So algebra class last year. This becomes a little bit of a trio.
Yeah.
A little bit of a squad. How was algebra?
Oh, it was fun.
It was
It
fun.
was okay.
Fun.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
When I ask about algebra and the word I get is fun, that is not how I see math, but good for you guys. That's Moffat's class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, he can make it fun for sure. You guys hang out only in school, outside of school? You do things together, or do you usually just see each other in the building?
Well, I bike to his
Yeah,
house a
we-
lot.
yeah,
So you guys are close by.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives far
Yeah,
away.
I live far
He lives,
away.
like,
Well, that's why you didn't go to Northeast, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to elementary school?
I went to 2 different elementary schools. I went to Katie Murphy, and
Okay.
then I also went to a charter school
Oh, no, in Stanford or somewhere else?
in Stanford.
What's the name of the school? I'm being nosy.
I think it's just called Stanford Charter School.
All right, fair deal. So you did KT Murphy first, and then switched to the charter school in what grade?
In 4th grade.
Okay, so you spent 2 years then at that charter school, and then you come into TOR, but you didn't meet them in 6th grade?
No, I was virtual in 6th grade.
Oh my goodness, I forgot. You guys are still a part of that. Was anybody else virtual? Did you guys do virtual or
No,
no?
I was
Hybrid.
hybrid.
Okay, 2 questions, and I haven't even thought about this in a while. First and foremost, to Anish, the virtual, positive, negative, indifferent. Be honest. How'd you feel about that time period?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't learn anything.
Nothing. What do you attribute that to? Is it's just difficult to get it done at home? Like it just doesn't work the same?
It's kind of difficult to learn with my Xbox sitting like 2 feet away.
I mean, look. I mean, that's being real, right? So it's a lot easier to just like kind of jump on the Google Meet, but then boot up the Xbox too, right? I would imagine.
I didn't have like a coordination for that, but I know definitely some of my friends from virtual, they definitely did that.
They definitely did?
And you could tell they did that.
Yeah, all of a sudden, instead of having like the headphones in to listen to the Google Meet, they got the Xbox headphones with the headset. What's going on over there? That's fair. That's fair. You guys did hybrid. Were you in on the same days?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you saw each other. Damn, they know each other from second grade. They go to the same elementary school. They live close by. And then poor Anish is over here, different school, lives far away.
Yeah.
Man, how was hybrid?
I loved
Oh, it was
it.
good. It was
Really?
good. Yeah.
Both.
We got-
Sorry, so both you liked it.
Yeah, we got more time for homework, so it was definitely easy.
Yeah.
Right, because like let's be real. In theory, it was like the at-home days were supposed to be additional work days, but they turned into like make up your work from the day before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then also on the hybrid days, like where you were home, It was really fun because you could finish all your work early.
Yeah, that's true.
And then boot up the Xbox,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
When you were in class on those hybrid days, and sorry, I hadn't thought about this for a while, so now my mind's going back to it. When you were in class on the hybrid days, did you find any positives there? Because it's obviously a smaller setting, it's smaller class size, or was that a little bit more boring?
Oh, no,
Because
No, I
there
loved
weren't-
the smaller class.
Nice.
I didn't.
You
hated
didn't. Why? Why? So Connor, I'm assuming you love it because it's just easier to focus up. There's
It's
not
like
as many
one-on-one
bodies
time,
in the room.
yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't you like it?
Oh no, I just didn't like school. I just didn't want to be there.
Fair. So you're like, wait, I just would rather be
Yeah.
at home, not here. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Cool. So you guys, this becomes a friend group now. You bike to his house. Do you ever get to hang out with him outside of school, or is it
No.
primarily in
Not
school?
yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
What is he about to get his license or something, and he's going to be able to drive over? What do you mean, not
I
yet?
invited him to my birthday.
Oh my god. Where's the party at?
Or
RPM, the raceway. I was about to say don't put it on blast, but okay,
Yeah.
we put it on blast right there. I'm just gonna assume, Ayaan, that my invite got lost in the mail. That
I don't know
just-
your email, so I can't.
Oh, that's what it
Yeah.
is. That's what it is. Fair. You going to RPM?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Okay, maybe.
That's a yes.
That's a. Oh. Bro, he threw daggers at you with that look. You better show up. You better be there. You better have some birthday cake. All right, boys. Cool. You talked about Xbox getting mentioned on the hybrids. You talk about getting your work done early, turning the Xbox on. You guys all wrote it down on the back of the slip here, or at least a couple of you wrote it down. What games are we into right now? Warzone 2 just dropped. Are we playing Warzone or no?
I haven't gotten it yet.
Haven't got it.
It's free, bro. It's free.
Yeah,
I
I
think
know,
my
but
Xbox is still installing it. I remote installed it.
Yeah, I have like the original Xbox One, like the first Xbox One
Okay.
that came out.
Yeah.
So it's like really slow.
Well, they totally botched the rollout for the new console, didn't they? Like, it was
Yeah.
impossible to get your hands on the new console. It was ridiculous.
I got really lucky. There was only one in stock when I went there.
Which one? The S or the X?
The newest one.
Like the tall
Yeah, the
black
tall
one.
one.
Oh, he got the real deal. What games are you playing?
I don't know. Gaming is kind of getting boring right now.
Wow, so he buys the
That's true.
next gen console and now he's not
No,
gaming
I
anymore.
bought it
kinda
like
boring.
months ago.
Why is it getting boring? There's no fresh games out there?
Yeah, not really.
You guys are done with the battle royales?
I mean,
Fortnite fell off. So
Yeah,
there's
What
not
about?
exactly.
really-
See, I think this is a little bit of a lie because I did that FIFA tournament last year and
Yeah.
that got
I know,
crazy.
that was very fun.
You guys got crazy into
yeah,
that.
that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, Ayaan got a little upset when he lost, but
Yeah,
you know
I
it is. It's okay. He almost raged a little bit and slammed the controller on the floor.
I was gonna have a buy round and then you brought Sebastian in and then I lost first
Ooh,
round.
you were about to have a bye and then I screwed you over like
Yes.
that? Nope, sorry.
I
Sorry,
had
Connor.
I had a bye first round, which was the worst thing ever. It was Christian too, so I could have beaten him.
Who? Well, why? Oh, because he wasn't in. He wasn't
Yeah.
in. Who won that?
Marine, yeah.
Marine
Ryan
won.
won.
Marine, someone told me he moved.
He's
Yeah,
in the
the
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
He went back to the Netherlands. You guys talk to him still at all?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Oh,
He's doing good. He's
He's got a new
recovering.
school.
Yeah.
He's
New
got
school,
old
new-
friends in the Netherlands.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Well,
'cause
because
he used to
that's
have them,
yeah. So
yeah.
I didn't have him. He was on C team, but I had his older sister, and yeah, she had told me they moved from the Netherlands
Yeah.
originally, so that's like a going home for him sort of
Yeah.
thing. All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, let's start looking through this list a little bit of what you guys filled out. So outside of the video games, outside of hanging out, outside of being friends, I got a lot of different things down here. We got a couple of different sports. Connor, let me start with you. You got lacrosse written down here. You play, you love it. When did you start? Are you still playing now? Are you on a team? Give me the rundown on how you joined
Yeah,
lacrosse.
I started back in 3rd grade. Well, I started playing on a team in 3rd grade.
Okay, so it's been a long time.
Yeah. My brother got me into it.
Okay. Dylan got you into
Yeah,
it.
Dylan.
So is he good or are you better?
He's a lot better.
He's okay. Tip your cap to the older sibling.
Wasn't Dylan varsity in like
Freshman year,
He
yeah.
was freshman playing varsity?
Yeah.
Shout out him. Damn, that's awesome. So you pick it up because you see older brother doing it.
Yep.
What team are you on?
Just Stanford. I'm on the A team.
Okay, so there is a Stanford team. I know nothing about lacrosse. You got to
Yeah.
talk to me about the lacrosse scene in Stanford like I'm stupid about it. I don't know anything about it. So there's a Stanford team. How often do you guys play? Who do you play? Where do you play?
Our home games usually happen on either West Hill, Stanford High.
Okay.
And then we just play everyone across Connecticut, and we don't have a lot of people. Like, we only have an A and a B team.
Okay.
They're
How
like
many people
minimal
on
players.
a team?
like you need 10 on the field, and each team only has about 13, 15 players.
Okay,
We
so
don't have a lot of subs.
whether you're a starter or not, you're playing a lot. Like
Yeah.
you're logging a lot of field time.
Yeah.
And you play everybody around Connecticut. Do you travel to go play too?
Yes.
So where
Not
have you
too
been?
far. Just around Connecticut, and I think I've had one game in Pennsylvania. I don't know.
Okay. Any like tournament play or anything like that?
Yeah, all the tournaments usually happen down at Yale.
Oh, okay. Cool. Defense, offense. What
Goalie.
Goalie.
My
Damn, I want to
brother's
throw
a
him right
midfield.
here. I want to throw you right here and just start launching balls at you to see what happens. How did you get into goalie? I feel like, is that just something you were like, damn, that looks fun, I want to go do it?
Yeah, and then also I feel like I'd get a lot more practice with that because my brother's a midfield. So
at
he
home,
can just
you
shoot
could-
on me.
Nice,
yeah.
nice. All right, fair. Let me pivot really quick. Anish, you wrote. I want to get to actually something else you wrote, but we'll stick with the sports scene for a
Yeah.
second. You wrote basketball
Yeah.
on a team. You just shoot around for fun. How did that happen?
I used to be on a team. I just quit recently.
Why?
Practice is too hard.
Oh my God.
No, he's just overrated.
No, it's
Oh.
not like
Thanks,
going
bro.
to practice. It's like the people on the team versus
Okay.
the people I like go out and play.
Okay.
They're much worse. But I'm gonna join a team now because it's winter and I can't just go out because I used to play at a gym and now.
Okay. But you enjoy playing.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a shooter, a ball handler, a defender? Like, what's your best skill on the basketball court?
When I go down, I usually have the ball. I just try to pass it to the best. I try to make the best
So
play.
you're like a point guard.
Yeah.
You ball handle, you dish it out. Okay. I like that. I'm gonna come back to you in a second because there's something else that you wrote down that I love that I definitely want to talk about that kind of got you guys fired up when we were just
Yeah.
sitting around the table
Yeah.
before. So I'm gonna come back to you in a second.
You're definitely not good at defense. You got crossed up by
Exactly.
Johnny.
Oh.
You got crossed up by
You got
Johnny. I
crossed up
remember
by
that.
Johnny.
Well,
Johnny?
when we were
Yeah,
in gym,
you got
Johnny
crossed
crossed
up by
you
Johnny.
up.
all right.
What's
When he's
this
pulling
about?
out my
What's
when he's
this
pulling out my
about?
shirt, it's kind of hard to dribble.
Oh, come on, man! You can't be holding the shirt,
And
Johnny.
Johnny's so small, it goes me like.
You can't shoot either.
So hold on,
Yeah, you
was this
missed
in
every
gym
single
class?
shot.
Yeah,
what was
gym
this?
class.
Yeah.
Wow, you got locked down in gym like that? Oh no, he crossed them up.
Yeah.
Johnny, I never got crossed up.
Yes, you
I don't
did.
think I've ever fell in my whole life.
Yes, you have,
Yes, you
bro. Stop lying.
Did Johnny
They've
do?
resorted to lying now.
No, we haven't, bro.
All right,
we all saw it.
Oh, I love that. Ayaan, I'm going to pivot over to you for a second. You write it different. I love the fact, by the way, you guys are three friends. You all have three different sports that you're engaged with. Ayaan, you write tennis. Tennis is a very, I feel like, underappreciated sport. It is intense, and it requires a ton of endurance. Who got you into tennis? How long you been playing?
So originally, when I was in like kindergarten, I was playing soccer. He probably remembers that.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so as a youngin', you're playing
Yeah,
soccer. Okay.
Yeah, and then so my dad, he came from India, and when he was in India, he would be playing tennis, and then he
Okay.
kind of threw out his shoulder, and in like during quarantine, I kind of switched over to tennis.
Oh, so this
For
is
like-
kind of recent. This is a little
Yeah.
more recent.
It was a bit before quarantine. It was like maybe 3 years ago.
Okay, fair.
And it kind of just like made the switch, and then I kind of just fully went into tennis.
But you like it.
Yeah, I
You
love
enjoy
it.
it.
He's good at it,
forehand,
too.
Forehand, backhand. What's your better side of the ball?
Probably backhand because I'm lefty, and so I get a lot more
shout out
practice.
lefties. I'm a lefty as well. Do you play competitively, or are you kind of just like practicing and fine tuning skill at the moment?
Well, I played a couple of tournaments last year, but then it's kind of like summer, so I kind of just.
So
calm
like
down.
I don't really understand. Like I don't understand the laxing. I understand the sport. I don't get the laxing at Stanford. And as far as I'm concerned, like I don't know of any middle school tennis teams. I know at the high schools there's tennis teams.
Yeah.
So what kind of a team are you on, or is this like an individual thing that you go and join a tournament?
So basically, it's like really weird. Basically, there's like these sites where you gotta go sign up for like tournaments or matches and stuff, and you get like sent into a tournament. There's like different levels and stuff.
But that's you have to do that.
Yeah, I have to
Oh,
do that.
okay. So there's no organized team yet.
No.
At the high schools, I know that
Yeah.
happens. You're gonna try play in high school?
Yeah, probably. I'm going to West Hill, so I probably want to try
Play the
out.
tennis team at West Hill.
Yeah.
Nice. Singles, doubles, any? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I love doubles. Though.
If you had to
Doubles
pick
is-
one of them to be your doubles partner, who would it be? Connor or Anish?
You already know it's me.
Hey,
Anish is-
You already know it's me.
Anish is giving
Anish is giving himself
I know,
up. He
I know.
pointed to Connor.
I know he's not gonna choose me because I'm better than him.
No, you.
No, fact.
wow.
Just listen. Somebody that you've played with told me you're overrated.
No, he's
I'm
not,
not-
bro.
So hold on, I like
good
that.
at your
Played with
own
him.
sport first.
Hold on, leave it to them. Leave it to them. We have a defender of Ayaan right now. We have a critic of Ayaan right now.
Okay, to
So
be
what is the
fair-
critique you heard?
It'll be fair.
He's-
It was Marcus. Okay.
Yeah, Marcus said
Marcus
you're
is just a
overrated.
lot better.
I can't do anything against Marcus.
Does Marcus play tennis too?
Marcus is crazy.
Marcus is like 5'8" prodigy from a family of tennis.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
That's fair, but so you should play against him then.
Yeah.
Because that'll make you better.
Yeah.
You play up the yeah, for sure. All right, so you're getting that from Marcus.
Okay. All right.
And he's been playing for like 7 years.
Connor, why do you say he's so good?
I've played against him. He's
Okay.
really good. And then I've seen him play doubles. He's also good in doubles.
Where did you play against him? Like down in Scalzi?
Schofield.
Schofield. There's a court
We can
over
bike
at
there,
Schofield.
yeah.
Okay. So now I'm starting to understand where that dynamic comes in.
Yeah,
Very
Schofield's
cool.
like in between both
Yeah,
of
it's
us.
like-
All right,
like
now,
halfway.
not necessarily sport, but still competition. I do want to go back to you because I'm very happy. I've done a lot of these. Yeah, I've done a lot of these, and nobody's written this down yet, and I love it. I think it's one of the greatest games. I think it's one of the best ways to compete. I think it's awesome. I think everybody should learn how to play. Anish, you write down chess.
Yeah.
I'm curious who got you into it, how often you play, and do you play competitively, or is it something that like at home you kind of just mess around with members of the family or some of your boys you play chess? How did you get into it first? Who got you into it, and how often would you say you play?
So when I was in India, I used to have like a instructor who would teach me chess.
Wow. Okay, so it was very intense.
And then when I went to tournaments there, I would lose. But when I like quit there and I came here, I was dominating.
Okay. So in India, you have a coach. You have I'm assuming that's all sorts of strategy and openings and different defenses and this type of stuff. You go to tournaments, you get whooped a little bit. You come over here and you start doing the whooping when you come over here. How often would you say you still play?
I play every day.
Every day. Yes.
In school during class.
Chess.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what it is? Chess.com.
In school, I only play against friends.
Oh, nice. So it's not just like random people. You can like actually play against Connor if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
chess.com, yeah.
Yeah, Quinn recently got into chess. I've been playing
So
against him.
last
into
year, I
everything.
don't think I'm trying to think if he was in any of your classes, but Xavier last year was a big chess guy
Oh, yeah,
too.
I was in his social studies class.
So yeah. And towards the end of the year, we unfortunately never got to, but I always told him I was going to play him in a game, and then we booted up chess.com once, and it was too close to the bell, and he ended up leaving. But I think everybody should learn the game of chess. You, all three of you, know how to play.
Yeah,
Yes.
my mom taught me when I was like 6.
My
So-
brother taught me.
Okay, so your brother taught you, mom taught you. You never answered. How did you get into that? Did you have a choice, or was mom and dad like, you're going to go play chess?
I don't know. I don't really remember. It was like when
Okay.
I was like probably 5.
Young,
I
though.
just remember I went to chess classes. I kind of didn't like it.
Well, because as a young kid, I'd imagine it is a slower game. It's a game that you do have to think through. So as like a 6-year-old learning chess, I can understand why you would be like, this is not as fun. But the strategy is awesome, right? The game is awesome. Do you guys play against each other?
I haven't played
I haven't played any of you guys
Oh, we
yet,
gotta-
but
we gotta
I've
set
played
this up.
everyone else.
All I know is
Oh,
I
we gotta
deck
set
all
this
of
up.
you. I deck all
Wow,
of you.
he talks a lot of smack. This one over
Okay,
here.
there's the thing. I think Anish is good, but not as good as he says he is.
All right.
Look, there's only one way to solve this. If you guys ever do come back for a part 2, one of the things you'll have to have the answer to is when you 3 played, do like a little round robin
Yeah.
tournament, who came out on top. Everybody play everybody,
Gonna
and then whoever has the top 2 records play for a championship.
I really don't care about Connor. I'm just gonna absolutely deck you.
So your target is Anish.
Yes.
That's your target.
I'll help you during that game.
I'll even cheat. I
No,
don't care.
whoa,
Yo,
no.
last time I played Johnny, there were 6 people around his computer all trying to beat me.
Try-
I still won. Like,
No, because they were giving him wrong advice.
it's not my fault.
They were trying to make him lose.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't helping him. They, were making him
helping you.
lose.
Wow, so they're really like stacked up against you right now. So if you 3 play, bro, bring it. You better bring it.
Yes,
No mercy.
He's about to bring
I
it
want
out.
I want like a 5-move checkmate is what I want out
I
of you
already
when you
beat you
go
at
play
your
that.
sport. I'll beat you at your.
Oh yeah, I've
Oh
checkmated
my
someone
God.
in 3 or 4 moves.
No, you didn't.
Quinn.
Well, Quinn, you said Quinn's just learned how to play.
No,
Quinn, we
Quinn-
love you. We
Quinn-
love
no,
you. We
Quinn's
used-
good.
Oh,
Quinn's
oh.
good.
You
I thought you
lost
said
that-
he just
you
started
went-
playing.
You slept over at his house, right? And you lost, right?
Okay, that was okay. He's better than me, but
In like 8 moves. In like 8 moves, right?
Okay, I checkmated him in 3 or 4 though, so that makes up.
That does make up for it. Me and my brother play all the time. He's way better than me though, and he's younger than me, so he never lets me forget it. He checkmates me all the time, and I'm like, dude, I hate this. He's like, yeah, you do hate it because I'm smaller and younger, but I still whoop you, and he gets a kick out of it. So
Oh yeah, I am better than my brother.
you are.
Yeah.
So you beat him all the time.
Yeah.
Do you rub it in his face?
No, not really.
Here, see, he's a polite winner.
No, because he'll punch me.
I remember you used to say your brother would beat, like.
That's what the older
beat
brother's
you up.
supposed to do. The older brother's supposed to toughen you up a little bit.
Yeah, because we used to do karate, and then we'd always spar. I'd always come up with a bloody nose.
All right, look, let me before we go into one of the last pieces here, I did let you guys know I was going to ask you this question. It's the first thing I put on all these forums when I fill them out. We talk about all the different sports you guys play. You guys hang out, you bike to each other's houses, you do this, you're playing chess, you got a lot of stuff going on. The first thing that jumped off the page to me about you three, and I noticed it last year, obviously, but I saw it again this year, not that I had any doubt, the grades aren't just good from you three, they're like perfect. It's like I can't find a blemish on any of these grades. Actually, I lied. I found one blemish. One of you has a 99%. Like,
My fault.
Wow.
No, I got that up to an 100.
So here's my question, right? How do you guys, what is it in your minds? Because look, we are in a school. I like to have fun. But what is it in your minds that allows you to have all this fun and be friends and hang out and do this, but still maintain, 100, 101. I said this to the last group that came in. Oh, 101 is crazy. A. Like, how? Is that you personally? Is that somebody at home? Is that both? I'm always curious at the age of, how old are you guys? 13?
Yeah,
12, 13?
12.
12 and 13? That takes a lot of discipline to be able to balance both. Let me go across the table. How do you balance both? What is it for you, Connor?
It's mostly me, but it's also my parents. There's a thing. So my parents, like especially my mom, she cares a lot about grades. But then myself, I can't sleep with a bad grade.
Okay, so there's something internally with you.
Yeah, it
now, what
upsets
do
me.
you consider a bad grade? You personally, Connor Mason, considers this a bad grade. How would you answer that?
Okay.
A is average, B is bad, C can't eat
A
dinner.
is average.
Correct.
C can't eat dinner.
Correct.
D, don't come home. F, funeral.
Correct.
Oh, C can't eat dinner. Oh my God. All right, so here's a question, because you guys obviously all have it. These grades are crazy, but as you go through, especially once you get to high school, things pick up, right? So is the expectation for you, no matter what, no matter where it is, maybe when you're taking physics in high school, if you get a B, you're telling me you guys would be disappointed in yourselves
Yes.
over that, and that's you.
Yes.
That's you. That's not even at home. That's you would be disappointed.
Yes.
No, it's both.
Okay.
It's both.
Yeah, it's really
both.
both.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I wish I was made from the same, cut from the same cloth you guys are. If I got a B, if the first number on my test score was an 8, I was like, yes. If it was the only number on the test score, I was dead. But if it was the first number, I was usually okay. I applaud that. Let me go to Ayaan. You were chirping in there a little bit. Is it same for you? Is it both? You, home? What is it?
So, like, my mom kind of drilled it into my head when I was in elementary school. Now it's just kind of like second instinct. I just have to get an A.
Okay.
And then my mom still does it. She still wants me to get A's.
So it's
Well,
the
of course,
moms.
the goal is that grade, right? That's the perfect grade is the goal. I guess I'm more interested in how your mindsets have seemed, at least with the two of you. I'll ask Anish in a second. The mindset has sort of been like, if I don't get an A, that's bad.
Also, it's certain classes, too, because my mom
Okay.
knows I
Okay.
suck at science and ELA.
Okay, fair.
So she'll be like, still get an A, but it doesn't have to be as good as something like math. She's like, don't
So
get anything
you've
below.
identified your strengths,
Yeah.
and your expectation in those classes might be a little bit higher than what
Yeah.
you identify as maybe some of your weaknesses.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh,
I mean, that's
ELA is my weakness, but my mom says I should ace ELA since English is my first language. She doesn't understand ELA is different from just English.
Yeah, I mean, I think at least in the 7th grade year that things like essay writing is always one of those skills that is a little bit more challenging for some of us to pick up. So, but I like how aware you are of here are my strengths, here are my weaknesses. In those weakness classes, my expectation is still there, but maybe it's not as high as, like you said, you're good at math. So math is a class I expect to do this. I like that. Anish, wrap it up. Same question to you. The grades are insane, right? So is that you personally, home, both? What is it?
I think it's both because me personally, Like, if I got a B at a test, I'd be like, all right, then I just have to do better on the next assignment.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, but like
But if you get a B in a class, you're disappointed in that.
my quarter 1 grade would be B for like social studies. I would be pretty upset.
Okay. If you went home with a B, right? Is that like, okay, you did all right, let's pick it up next time, or is that like what the hell happened here?
It's more like, get it tomorrow. You're gonna go talk.
You're
to the
gonna-
teacher.
I have
fair,
this
fair.
story, Yeah. So
Go for it.
Quarter 1, I got a bad grade on my essay because.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, if you don't mind, because I'm just curious here, where your your mindset's at. What is a bad grade for you, Ayaan? What is
Oh,
it?
this one was like really bad. Like really bad.
Oh wait, was it the social studies?
Oh yeah, it
one?
was
The
a
essay, I got a 68 out of 100.
That's not
essay.
great. Yeah, that's not great. All right, so all right,
my grade, and I also got a 0 out of 25 on participation because I was talking in class.
Ayaan. All right, so let's go. So now I'm assuming when Ayaan goes home with a 68 and a 0, that's not going to be pretty.
Yeah,
So go through the story.
When I got home, my grade was an 89 because it was
Okay.
previously a 101, which is crazy. It went down like that many. It went down that many points. So my mom was like, "Why do you have a 0?" And thankfully she didn't notice the essay.
She just saw the goose egg and she was
Yeah.
locked in on that. Okay.
So she was like, "You're gonna go to your teacher and you're gonna apologize to him, and you're gonna get it up."
Okay. So let me ask you this though. I love that. So mom put it back on you and said you're going to that teacher and you're going to figure out how to pick this up. Okay.
funny
I love
story.
that.
Same thing
I didn't
for me
apologize.
yesterday. So
Oh, yesterday.
So, Mr. DiFilippo, he misgraded my assignment. I was walking into the JCC after school. I hear a phone call from my mom.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's crazy.
I picked up. She was yelling at me to go and fix it. And it better be fixed by tonight.
He did the same thing for me. He did the same thing for me yesterday.
So, all right, so hold
I
on.
caught
How
it
do you,
during lunch.
So how do you handle that situation? Because you're already out of school, right? You're already walking to the JCC. So how did Connor Mason handle that situation? You have mom yelling at you. You have a grade that you think it was maybe graded incorrectly. You want to go back and have that conversation, but you can't because you're already gone. So what'd you do?
I apologized like 5 times to my mother.
First and
you-
foremost,
at that
kill
point, you
mom
just
with
gotta
kindness.
wait.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, mom. I'm sorry, mom. You're right. I'm going to get it done. You guys are smart, man.
Make her some tea.
You guys know how to play the game. Make her some tea.
Yeah, make her
Chai,
some tea.
make some chai.
You guys know how to play the game. That's awesome. All right, so listen, I applaud you guys because again, we talked about lax, tennis, basketball, chess, biking, hanging out, all this fun stuff. But again, the grades are on point, and it seems like home presses that into you. But like you said, it's almost instinct for you now, and I applaud that. I like that a lot. So before I get to this last piece, I always find this to be an interesting way to see if we can try to get to know you guys a little bit more just with wildly random questions. So I'm going to go around the table, and each of you is going to get one incredibly random question. Incredibly random. And I'm going to see how you answer it. And we're going to try to find out a little bit more about you in that way. All right, so who am I to ask this random question to first? Ooh, all right, I like this one. Let's go to, Ayan's got the hair flowing right now, so we're going to go to Ayaan because this one talks a little bit about hair. So, would you rather
Would I rather?
lose all of your teeth or
Hair.
go completely bald?
Bald.
Wow, he was fast with
Bald.
that. I'm shocked by that because you got the nice little lettuce flowing right there.
Yeah, but I don't really care about hair. I just did this to get it out of my eyes.
So you'd rather come in looking like Mr. Clean than having no teeth?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. That was an easy one, actually. All right, fine. I thought you were going to have a little bit of a more difficult time answering that question.
Like, teeth, bro?
All right.
Come on.
Anish, I kind of asked this one earlier, but I'm going to ask it again. Would you rather have extremely long arms or extremely short legs?
Or you can play
Extremely
basketball.
long arms.
I'm talking like long arms where like you're sitting right now and your fingers are dragging across the floor.
All right, if they're dragging across the floor, I can also reach over the table.
And when Ayaan starts talking crap to you, you can go and like smack him for it. All right, fair.
I don't see the downside in that.
Yeah.
I mean, you would look pretty goofy, right? You would
I'll
look pretty like
goofy with short legs too.
true.
Your fingers would still be on the ground. if
Yeah,
you had short
exactly.
legs.
All right, Connor, here we go. Incredibly spicy food or incredibly sour food?
Incredibly spicy.
Incredibly spicy food.
We both love spicy. We all love spicy.
Yeah, we
all
all
love
love
spice.
spicy.
Spicy culture.
So if you okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So if you go to like get if you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, you do
Yeah.
like the
My name's
Blazing
up there.
Hot
My
challenge.
name's up there.
No, his name's on the Blazing Wild
I
Wing
never-
challenge,
I did it last time.
and you killed him. You ate all the wings.
Was that before
no,
or
I thought-
after you
I
got
did.
banned?
Okay, it was after.
Time out. Anish is banned from Buffalo Wild Wings.
How do you get banned?
How does Anish
no,
get banned
no.
from Buffalo Wild Wings
Okay, I'll
after
explain to you.
eating the Blazing Hot Wings?
No, it wasn't.
How you gonna let
was-
that happen?
That's
It was
funny.
like 1 or 2 months ago.
This is recent. This just happened.
Okay. Me and my friends were there, and we were just like, I don't know, we were just like chatting about stuff.
You were not chatting, bro.
Hold on, Anish.
And then-
Look, you're a good kid. I had you in class. I understand
No,
this.
he's not.
But
I never-
you don't
No,
get kicked
he's
out for just
not.
chatting.
I didn't get kicked. I mean,
You
I
got
was
banned.
politely,
You
I
got
was
banned.
politely asked to leave.
Wait, what do you do?
I was politely asked to leave. All right, give me the story.
No,
quick.
okay.
What happened?
Me and my friends were just sitting there. Okay, we're cursing. We're like
Oh, jeez.
yelling. All right, but that's not like the biggest part. Then
Oh.
she brings over the waiter brings over the drinks. All right, I don't know what happened. We put them all in the middle of the table. And one time my friend was laughing too hard, and his like arm hit the drink. It was a domino effect. Yo, luckily I didn't get.
So you guys are
You
sitting there.
spilled everything.
You're acting a fool in a family restaurant. You're letting some curse. Anish never spoke in class last year.
That's
You're
because
telling me.
I had
He
no
was
friends in your
playing
class.
games.
He's telling me that
Alright.
he's in Buffalo Wild Wings letting curse words fly, dumping drinks over tables and being asked to leave.
You don't know
Wow, Connor. He's like just.
Wait, where
He's
are
not
you
lying.
guys? Where are you
Insulting
guys?
me
Are
right
you
now.
guys on Africa? Or
No,
on
we're
the
finishing up the
East?
Middle East right now.
Oh, okay.
We're finishing the monotheistic religions right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, Connor, not for nothing. You have a 101 in social studies right now. I'd venture to guess you find that pretty easy too.
No, it was pretty easy. I have
Yeah.
I had a 90 when I was
No,
finished.
the work is hard, but he also
Yeah.
like cuts you a lot of slack if it's
Ooh,
like
Mr. D?
Well,
yeah, when
'cause
it's really hard.
look, he's setting you up for high school now. He's setting you up for
Yeah.
high school. Any
He
thought
literally
quickly? Any
said-
thought on that for you guys?
He
Like any
lit-
thought on what high
Yeah.
school is going to be like, or?
Well, Mr. DiFilippo said it would be harder than our 9th grade social
Yeah.
studies, so.
Well, and you know what? I love the fact that he sets it up that way. Why would you want to have an experience that's going to be easier than you walk into 9th grade and it's like, whoa, you have this tidal wave of, oh my God, I don't know what to do. If he sets it up to be more challenging, that's awesome. That's awesome. Any thought on high school? Are you all going to West Hill? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all going to West Hill. Any nerves, fears, or is that just the next step
Just
for you
big
guys?
building.
Just school.
That's the fear, or the nerves, I should say. Maybe
Yeah.
fear is a strong word,
Yeah.
but okay, you'll learn the building fast. You learn it fast. 2 weeks in, you'll know exactly where you're going.
Yeah, but the first 2 weeks, like, isn't it 10 tardies or an absent or something?
Yeah.
When I was going through West Hill, it was always 3 tardies is an absence, 7 absences is a failure for the
Yeah.
quarter. That's how it was. I don't know if that's the same. Protocol, but that's what it was for me. Three tardies is an absence. 7 absences for a quarter is an F. And I mean, look, man, you got to show up. You got to show
Yeah.
up. All right, boys. Last piece. I ask you guys all to do this. I had to have I had to have Ayaan change his.
You don't want to know what mine was.
No. This guy brings somebody that is just not for a school conversation whatsoever. But I ask you guys all the time. I'm a history geek. You guys know that from sitting in my class last year. Boring conversations. I'm like geeking out over. I think it's the most interesting
Technically,
thing on
he
earth.
was from the past.
I know he was from the past. Anyway, I ask you guys, if you could bring somebody to the dinner table from the past, who would it be? 3 totally different answers here. I don't know. Anybody want to start with who they're bringing to dinner and just kind of give us a crash course who it is and why? Or do you guys not care? Should I just go around the table? Rock, paper, scissors. Do it. Rock, paper, scissors. How is that possible? Are you kidding me? All right, again.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So,
Wait, how did that even work? It's
no,
like
it's a draw. It's a draw.
It's a
It's
draw.
Last
draw,
one,
it's
and
a
then
draw.
I'm going to pick. Last one, and then I'm just going to pick.
Oh my
I'm just gonna pick. I went right to introduce. I went to Connor first for a couple. Ayaan, who are you bringing to the table?
Mansa Musa.
Mansa Musa, which awesomely enough, at least for me, because again I'm a geek with this, is the second time his name was brought up. Who is it? Why are you bringing him?
Mansa Musa. So a lot of people don't know that he was actually like, what was he? One of, or was he the richest?
He was the
person?
richest.
A lot of lists have him as the richest person to have ever walked on planet
Yeah.
Earth.
So he was the richest person ever. Different sources say different amounts of
Yeah,
how much money
yeah.
he had. Some people say 400 billion. I've heard some sources say 1 trillion.
Yeah, I mean that's a crazy number. Okay, so he's the richest man to ever live. Do you guys remember the African kingdom that he controlled?
It was
Mali.
Like Mali.
Mali, nice.
Oh,
So he controlled the African kingdom of Mali. Why are you bringing him?
Ah,
He
I mean,
likes
it's an
money.
interesting name. Why are you bringing him?
he's gonna pay for the meal.
I love that answer. So you're bringing a guy just so you could order like the filet mignon. He's gonna pay for it.
Yep. But
Oh,
like,
that's classic.
it's crazy. Like, how do you have so much money? So the 7th graders are probably gonna win this later in the year.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to Africa
Yeah.
yet, but they'll hear his name later in the year for sure.
Like, how do you dump so much money into a country that you literally screw up
Destroy
the
their
country?
economy.
Yeah, and this is Olivia had mentioned this last time. That was mind-boggling. It is mind-boggling. You go and give out so much gold that you collapse an economy. And for a period, it's not like it collapsed for a day and then it was back. It collapsed for a period of time. That's impressive. That's impressive. I love your reasoning. I'm bringing him so he could pay for dinner. Let's work our way around the table. Connor, who are you bringing and why?
Tank Man from Tiananmen Square.
Okay, who is that?
So he was one of the protesters during Tiananmen Square, the incident,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in China. So he just walked straight up on a tank with some plastic bags and was like, "No."
And someone snapped a picture of it.
Yeah,
right?
and
There's-
he's still
How
anonymous.
did Tank
He's
Man die?
anonymous.
How did he die?
No one knows. He's anonymous.
So that if you don't know the event, the event is definitely worth going and reading up on. And that image is iconic, right? It's an
Yeah.
iconic photo of the guy standing there completely like defenseless in the face of a tank, and no fear, no anything, just calm, cool, like just in the face of a tank. Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very cool.
And then also, I want to see what's in the plastic bags because that could be something for dinner.
Awesome. No, that's a very unique person to bring up, and the fact that it is an anonymous person, right? You don't really know,
Yeah.
adds to sort of the intrigue and the mystery behind the whole story.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. Anish, pivoting over to you. Who are you bringing?
I brought Hannibal.
Hannibal. Who is Hannibal, and why?
Yeah, Hannibal is the. He and his army crossed the Alps to defeat the Romans, but he ultimately failed
Yep.
while doing it.
But he is, yeah, I mean, he's really famous for taking like those elephants over the Alps. He's crazy. People didn't think he could do it. He did it. Why him?
Bro sold the bag.
Why Hannibal? Because that's a guy that you sit him at the table. Remember, he forced some of his soldiers to eat themselves, or to
Hopefully
eat
not me.
each other. Right. So hopefully,
Yeah, I would never get eaten just for them to fail.
Exactly, bro.
He just
But
points
why
at, like,
why
the-
Hannibal? Are you just interested in that figure?
Yeah, I just like want to know how his like mind was in battle, and what he like what some of the strategies he's used and
Yeah,
like,
'cause-
stuff like that.
Did we go through all of, like Carthage last year in class? Did we
Yeah.
do that
So, yeah.
conversation? Yeah, he is considered like one of the smartest tacticians ever. Like one of the greatest wartime generals of all time, regardless of place or time. So he'd be very interesting. You just got to watch out because, yeah, I think we went through that story. They crossed the Alps. He tells his soldiers, count to 10. The 10th person is basically getting.
Yeah.
Anish,
just
watch
points
out
at-
what's for dinner.
Watch out. Why, yeah, just be careful what's
He
actually
points
for
at the
dinner.
waiters
Look on
and
the
goes,
bright
1,
side.
1, 2, 3.
Look on the bright side, okay? We got protein.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, boys, listen. Thank you for coming down. I hope this was a little different. I hope this was a little bit of fun. If you guys ever decide to come back for a part 2 later in the year, I better know who won that little chess tournament because that I need to know. So
Should
we
bring
can.
a chessboard next time.
Yeah.
You know what?
Later in
Maybe,
the episode.
you know what? I said I was going to bring one today, didn't
Yeah.
I?
Yes.
I forgot. Next time, if we do a part 2, there will definitely be a chessboard in here, and 2 of you are going to play while we try to have a conversation. I appreciate you guys coming down. It's, I say it to everybody, putting your voice out to your peers is sometimes a little bit of a nerve-wracking thing. So for you guys to come and do that, I appreciate it. Any last parting words?
And you
No,
should
that's
suck
it.
at basketball.
Wow.
And you're
Anish.
overrated in chess.
Exactly.
What
bro.
is going on here, Anish?
Bro's
What
trying
is
to be
going
Andrew Tate.
on?
Don't
No.
ask me for answers in geometry.
I don't. I asked Connor. I asked Connor.
Yeah, you do.
not
You never ask
I
you.
never
You don't
asked
get
you.
them right.
Why is Anish in the very end of this getting just like plastered right now? I'm Team Anish. Boys, seriously, thank you. It's always fun to kind of just talk like not about school-based stuff. So I appreciate that very much. Thank you guys for coming on down. And again, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, my pleasure.